Hey you guys, welcome back. If you guys are new here, my name is Lauren and I'm a nurse that's here for all your science-backed skincare reviews. I like using products that have research behind them, right? I mean, is that too much to ask? I think that's what we all want. But here on my channel, I review lots of skincare and then also, you know, I throw in some makeup releases here and there. So if that's your thing, be sure to subscribe. I love to have you. But today's video is gonna be so exciting. I have my huge ultimate list of the best skincare products of 2020. I have so much skincare in front of me right now. Oh my gosh, I was going to narrow it down, but I'm like, you know what? I feel like it would be more fun if I just threw in a bunch of products and we just went ham with this. So hopefully you guys don't mind that. I'll try and highlight my favorites when I go through, but it was so hard to narrow down. There's just so many good products in this bunch. So we'll break it up into categories. I'll start with cleansers, probably end with SPFs. It's gonna be a lot to get through, so we'll just go ahead and get right into it. Oh, and side note, at the end of the video, I have 3 fail products. I didn't mention these in my 2020 skincare fails. I'll leave the link of that video down below. But these are the biggest, I think, most disappointing products of the year. I didn't mention them in the skincare fails video, so I wanted to throw those in, but I'll talk about those in the end of the video as well. So because I have so many products in front of me, I'm not going to do a big ingredient dive. I'll just try and highlight why I like the formula and maybe just the highlighted ingredients, the big star ingredients in each product. We'll start with cleansers first. So the first one is by Versed, and this is the main reason I think my acne has really been kept at bay this year. My skin is generally on the drier side, and I try to focus my routine on hydrating the skin and then also brightening the skin. I have a lot of melasma spots as well, but I do have a breakout from time to time. So I incorporate this cleanser maybe once a week, and it is amazing. This is the Keep the Peace Acne Calming Cream Cleanser, and this has 1.5% of salicylic acid in here. It feels so cooling and refreshing on the skin, and I love the creamy consistency. It's the one acne fighting cleanser that doesn't dry out my skin. It actually leaves my skin even more hydrated. I just love the formula of this, and it really does knock out breakouts. And then next we have the Pixi Skin Treats Glow Mud Cleanser. This is such a beautiful cleanser. It has 5% glycolic in here, really calming, but yet you get that exfoliating action from this. Now it's a wash off product, so you're not going to get a ton of exfoliation, but you get a slight tingle, and my skin is just left feeling so smooth. I love this. This is actually an empty. I really miss having this in my routine. I want to pick that up again, but that was definitely a favorite throughout the year. And then this one by Drmtlgy is the Skin Distress Calming CBD Cleanser. So we have a little bit of research on CBD and its anti-inflammatory properties on the skin, and this really does soothe the skin. It really calms irritation, and it's just an all-around gentle cleanser. It rinses off cleanly. You get a gentle foam from it, but it's not too harsh. My skin never feels stripped after using this. It feels hydrated, but it's still a lightweight cleanser that does the job. I think this is a great option from the drugstore. And then we have this one by Biosense. This is the newest product to their line. This is the Squalene and Elderberry Cleanser. This is such a cool product. It has this jelly-like consistency. It's literally this pink jelly that feels so like moisturizing and hydrating on the skin. It takes a while to rinse off. It almost feels like a cleansing balm in a tube form, but it really does annihilate makeup and it leaves the skin feeling really moisturized. I really love this. I will say it takes a little bit to rinse off. You really need a lot of emulsifying action for it to break down makeup, but once you do, it leaves the skin just so clean and, like I said, really hydrated. And then this new cleanser by Pharmacy is really impressing me. This is the Whipped Greens Oil-Free Foaming Cleanser. This is another one with a nice creamy consistency. It comes out in this green, kind of like lotion-like formula, but it does suds up on the skin and it leaves this rich foaminess on the skin that rinses off nice and cleanly without any residue, and it leaves the skin feeling so soft. It really does the job. Nice gentle cleanser. I really like that for in the morning, but I can also use it for getting off a full face of makeup. It's a really nice cleanser. And then this one was so good too. This is by the brand Huxley. This is the Secret of Sahara Cleansing Gel. This is like a luxury cleanser, even though it's cheaper than the Biosense, I think even cheaper than the Pharmacy, but this is something I feel like you would find in some fancy hotel. It has kind of like an oil to gel consistency. Once you apply water to it, it gets this milky consistency to it, and it feels so soothing and velvety on the skin. It's beautiful. It leaves the skin so moisturized. and it smells amazing. Oh my gosh. You guys know, here, let me get this off before it runs down my clothes. I'm not big on fragrance and skincare, but especially when it comes to a wash-off product, I can deal with it. And if anything, I feel like it lends to the sensorial experience at the end of the day for me. And it smells gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Really nice ingredients in here, some really nice oils. It really takes off makeup really nicely, rinses cleanly, and keeps the skin moisturized. Love that one. And then, oh, did you fall on the floor? Oh wait, here you are. This is by Paula's Choice. This is the Optimal Results Hydrating Cleanser. Great for those of you with dry skin that don't need a heavy wash. For those non-makeup wearers, this is a great cleanser. It really doesn't take down a full face of makeup. I lost the pump to this, but I love this because it's so gentle, and it's literally like you're applying a moisturizer to your skin at the end of the night. It doesn't leave a residue on the skin, but it leaves this soft, I don't know, this luxury feel on the skin. It's such a beautiful cleanser. It really does the job. But I love this because even though it has that lotion-like kind of a moisturizer feel and it doesn't suds up, your skin is left still feeling really refreshed and clean without it being stripped. Beautiful cleanser. I really want to try, I think it's the Moisture Boost one by Paula's Choice. One of you guys told me if I really like this cleanser, I would like that one, so I definitely want to give that one a go. But this is a beautiful one, especially for those with normal to dry skin. Love this. So that is the end of my cleansers, my liquid cleansers. Let's talk about cleansing balms next. The first one is by Hemish. This is the All Clean Balm. Holy grail, like ride or die cleansing balm. This is amazing. The price is so affordable. It's in the teens. This has lasted me forever. The consistency is just really nice. It rinses off with no residue, leaves the skin soft and clean. It's a beautiful, beautiful formula. My most favorite cleansing balm right here. I almost was just gonna leave it at that and just talk about the Hemish one, but I had to throw in the From Fig Cleansing Balm. I feel like James Welsh talked about this a lot this year. He had a whole set from, I think it was it Yes Style or Wish Trend? I think it was Yes Style, but it was included in his bundle, and he is so right about this formula. It has this cool like sorbet, like whipped consistency, which is kind of hard to find in a cleansing balm. It's a little bit more airy than the Hemish, and it smells beautiful. It has almost like this fruity smell to it, but almost this sophisticated smell at the same time. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It does a great job at cleansing. It feels great on the skin. It leaves the skin hydrated. This, I would say, leaves a little bit more residue than the All Clean Balm does, but not enough to where I feel like I need to do some extra rinsing. It feels just moisturized after using it. Love this cleansing balm so much. K-Beauty just kills it with their cleansing balms. I mean, there's so much of their skincare that I love, but there's something about their cleansing balms and their formulas, also their moisturizers too, which we'll get to some of those as well, but especially their cleansing balms, I just love so much. And then let's talk about some eye creams. If you're a skincare lover, I mean, who doesn't love a good eye cream? I think we all kind of know by now that they're not really necessary. We could all just use our moisturizer underneath our eyes, but there's something about, I don't know, that concentrated formula of an eye cream to me. Maybe it's just all in my head, but some of them I feel like really do work, and they just give my eyes a little something more than my moisturizers do. And the newest one in my collection that I've been loving is this one by Cosrx. This is the Advanced Snail Peptide Eye Cream. Amazing reviews on this, and I can see why. It has such a silky, hydrating texture. It smooths out the under eyes so well. There's something about the magic of snail mucin on the skin. There's great anti-aging benefits to it. There's some great studies on snail mucin. It really does do the job. So to have it in an eye cream formula is just so exciting. I love this formula so much. Now, I haven't been using it long enough to say that I've gotten any wrinkle reduction from it, but I do feel like I see some smoothing from the hydration factors. It's a beautiful eye cream. I love the silky texture. It's amazing. You do get some instant brightening, I think, because it's so moisturizing as well. It just does a good job of plumping out the under eyes, so I love that. And then this one by Pixi is great too. This Pixi Retinol Eye Cream. Some beautiful ingredients are in here. We have avocado oil, there's jojoba oil, also sunflower seed oil, and then you have your retinol. Love to see a retinol in an eye cream. I mean, if you want a line smoothing, retinol is going to be the star ingredient. Retinol is the most proven skincare ingredient out there. It builds up collagen, it builds up elastin, so you're going to get that actual line smoothing from retinol products. And this is a beautiful eye cream. It has a stick buttery consistency. It's really smoothing underneath the eyes. And I really like the applicator too, the fact that it's in a tube and it has this like ball tip to it, which makes it really easy to apply it in the inner corners of your eyes. I just saw that sold out on Ulta, but you can still get it on Pixie's website. Beautiful eye cream, love this. And then let's see, I have another star eye cream. I have to mention this, the one by Benton. This is their fermentation eye cream. Also a thick buttery consistency to this. Beautiful underneath the eyes, great ingredients, it's fragrance free. You can't beat the price of these Benton products. And this, you get 1 ounce in here, which is a ton for an eye cream. Love this one. And then last but not least, 2 more eye creams to talk about. This one by Bliss, the Bright Idea Vitamin C and Pro Collagen. Love the brightening I get from this. I hate the packaging of this. It's just this jar that takes up way too much room. You can see the product sits in the very center of this big bulky package, but nonetheless the formula is beautiful, great ingredients. And then the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. I avoided this for the longest time, I think because I saw all the fruit extracts in here. I'm like, do I really want that underneath my eyes? But I don't get any irritation from this, and there's no denying the brightening I get from this and the smoothness. I've been wearing this to work. Usually I've just been wearing like mascara, maybe some liner to work, and I throw this underneath the eyes, and this, it just adds that extra something to your makeup slash skincare routine. It really makes your eyes look awake. It has this beautiful like peachy tint to it. It counteracts any like sourness or blue tones that you have underneath the eyes. Really beautiful consistency. I love it. It feels great on the skin. It really like velvety texture. Beautiful, beautiful. Love this stuff. The hype is real with this. I totally get it now. All right, then let's talk toners. So when I throw a toner into my skincare routine, I don't want a toner that's gonna dry out the skin. My goal with using a toner is maybe to get some extra cleansing, to clarify the skin, and maybe to throw in an extra active ingredient. So I usually go for these BHA liquid exfoliant toners because they clean out the pores really well and they just do the trick. And my 2 favorites, first is this one by Paula's Choice. Another product that the hype is real with, this 2% BHA liquid exfoliant is beautiful. It has ingredients that really just annihilate the pores. It gets all those impurities out, but it still hydrates the skin. It never leaves my skin feeling dry. There's like glycols in here, and I believe there's panthenol in here as well. So it's very water-like, but it still has this moisturizing capability to it. Really nice, but it's still really just, it dries out the skin in all the right places, if that makes sense. If you're dealing with texture, I think this would be a great option. I love this. And then one I was really impressed by is this one by Pharmacy. This is the Deep Sweep 2% BHA Pore Cleaning Toner. I always go for the Paula's Choice, but when I first received this in, I think I got this in PR, I tried it when I was having a breakout and I concentrated it on my chin. And oh my gosh, it was cleared up within 2 to 3 days. And I feel like it was due to this toner. This has the 2% salicylic in here. There's also papaya enzyme. And then we also have tea tree oil in here. And tea tree oil is a great essential oil for actually clearing up acne. There's proven studies to back that. Really the only essential oil I can get behind in skincare, but just great effective ingredients in here. I really did like this. I think the Paula's Choice is a little bit more moisturizing if you have dry skin, but this is a great option as well. This wasn't irritating at all, and it did the trick. All right, so next up is serums. My go-to lactic acid serum is by Good Genes. This is the all-in-one lactic acid treatment. There is something about this. You just get instant brightening results from this. So effective. The next day my skin is always bright and glowy. There is something about this, I was gonna say toner, this serum. It is amazing. If you want to dupe for it, the Ordinary's lactic acids are great as well. I did a video where I duped these 2 together. I saw the same results, but the Ordinary's results took a little longer, but it definitely still exfoliates as well as Good Genes. The lactic acids, both the 5% and the 10%, are so effective. Love these by the Ordinary as well. And then the Ordinary's Alpha-Arbutin. I saw quick results with this as far as my melasma spots go. I felt like within a week of using this, I noticed a difference with my hyperpigmentation. It has a nice consistency. It works well with other serums. I use this as a spot treatment and it just did the trick. It really works. If you're looking for maybe a new ingredient that you haven't tried yet to see if it has an effect on your dark spots, give Alpha-Arbutin a go. I really saw great results with this. And then Drmtlgy's Needleless Serum. Oh my gosh, have I been loving this? I was so skeptical with this. I did not spend my own money on this. They did send this out to me. But I'm so glad they did, because otherwise I would not have tried this glorious serum. So this has a strong concentration of niacinamide in here. Niacinamide is third on the ingredient list. And what I love about this is the texture. It's probably the most elegantly pleasing serum I have ever tried. It's so silky and emollient on the skin, but it absorbs so quickly. It's sucked into the skin, and you don't get any pilling with it. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin. And it leaves your skin feeling so hydrated and soft. And I just feel like I'm seeing an overall brightness in my skin. I've been using this for about a month, and I can't say, I don't think I've seen specific brightening in my hyperpigmentation spots, but I feel like my skin just looks overall more bright, more smooth. I love this stuff. I don't know why I was so skeptical. I think because of the title. I'm like, okay, needleless serum, like really, I don't know why. You guys know I'm not big on the marketing gimmicks, but this really does have such an elegant consistency to it, and beautiful ingredient list. Love this so much. I am an affiliate with them. You can get 20% off using the code Lauren20. I'll talk about another one of my favorite products when we get into SPF, but I just love this stuff. And such a short ingredient list for a serum, which I appreciate. Like, I just want the concentrated ingredient, you know? And I feel like with this serum, you're getting that concentrated niacinamide ingredient, so you're getting the soothing, the line smoothing, just a beautiful serum all around. Love this. And then we have the Timeless Coenzyme Q10 serum. This has matrixyl 3000, which is a peptide, so you're gonna get plumping from the serum. And then the Q10 is an antioxidant, so you're gonna get some brightening from the serum. I just love the texture of this. Is beautiful. I use this a lot on my chest, and I feel like it just gives such an instant glow. It's almost like using a facial oil on your skin. Oh, if I didn't get that on my sweater. I just wanted to show you the glow this gives to your skin. It's really beautiful, and I feel like I just see maybe some firming from it, more so just the brightening and the hydration, but see how it's just so nice and glowy on the skin. Beautiful formula, nice ingredient list. You can't go wrong with Timeless products. They're great. I did talk about a couple of their fails in my skincare fail video, but overall, such a great company. And then the iUnique Beta Glucan Power Moisture Serum. So nourishing, so moisturizing on the skin. If you want just some extra moisture, add this into your skincare routine, and your skin is going to be just hydrated like no other. Beautiful. I don't have the other one in front of me, but worthy mention is the Cosrx Snail Mucin Essence. Another beautiful serum. Similar results from this. I think the Snail Mucin, I feel like I get some more hydration and even just some more anti-aging benefits from that one. More firming of the skin. Beautiful serum as well, but I wanted to give this a shout out. I love this stuff. I repurchased this a couple times. And then my number one favorite for the year for retinols has to be by Paula's Choice. This is an effective serum. Oh my gosh, if you want results, this is going to give it to you. This is a 1% treatment. It has peptides and vitamin C. I believe, yeah, it's a vitamin C derivative. And yeah, lots of peptides in here. You have ceramides, nice ingredient list. Also, you have willow bark in here, sodium hyaluronate. But what I loved about this, it delivers results. I saw peeling on my skin, which maybe doesn't sound that appealing. But the peeling was satisfying because you know it's actually doing the job. Retinol is supposed to regenerate the skin, and after I went through that peeling phase, I did see smoothness in my skin. So this is effective, and I like that it's moisturizing at the same time. It's a very thick consistency, so if you have dry skin and if you're looking for kind of a more rich, buttery retinol serum, this is a great option. Just so smoothing and a velvety feeling on the skin. And then getting into moisturizers. I have a lot of moisturizers in front of me, so bear with me. This one by Paula's Choice, love this one. I instantly fell in love with this. Beautiful lotion-like consistency. Really nice, kind of lightweight, but still heavy at the same time. Quick absorbing, but so hydrating on the skin. Really, really nice. I do feel like I wish it was a little heavier, but beautiful if you have normal to / dry skin. Beautiful consistency. And then a nice affordable one at Sephora is this one by Milk Makeup. This one really surprised me. This is their vegan milk moisturizer. This is heavily composed of squalene, which is a great occlusive moisturizing ingredient. So just occlusive on the skin, but yet not too heavy. It feels great and velvety and nourishing on the skin. Beautiful moisturizer. It's fragrance free. You can't beat the price. It's in the $30-something range. And for Sephora, that's like nothing, right? That's like pennies in Sephora terms. But it's so beautiful. I mean, obviously you can get cheaper drugstore moisturizers with probably essentially the same ingredient list. I don't know, but the way they formulated this, it's just so nice because it's quick absorbing but still feels occlusive on the skin, and it works well with so many different serums. I love this. I think, I was gonna say it's underrated, but I feel like people do talk about this, but for the price, it is an amazing moisturizer. And then one that is very similar, I don't have it in front of me because I did go through it this year, but Biossance Omega Repair Cream. Beautiful consistency, very similar to the Milk Makeup. Super nourishing and reparative on the skin. I feel like anytime my skin barrier feels impaired, like if I have inflammation or if my skin is extra dry and parched, that just really soothes the skin. That definitely deserves a big spot on the list. I think that was my #1 favorite moisturizer from 2019, but I've been introduced to so many nice moisturizers this year. I still had to add it, but there's ones I like a little better than the Biossance one now. And another one is this Pharmacy Honey Halo. You guys, if you have super dry skin, you will absolutely love this. The consistency is like butter. It's so rich and luxurious feeling. Like it feels like this high-end cream. The formula is so unique and rich. It feels like almost like if you left your butter out for a few days and then put it in the microwave for like 10 seconds. Kind of like that. Like thick, almost solid, but not quite solid, you know? So beautiful, very nourishing on the skin and silky. It hydrates so well. It almost a little greasy feeling on the skin, but with my dry skin, I like that feeling. It adds such a dew to the skin and it's so moisturizing. If you have dry, parched skin at baseline, I think you will absolutely love this. I heard a couple of people say they don't like the smell. It's maybe a little off-putting. It has almost like a warm honey smell to it, but it's not too bad, and it doesn't linger, so it doesn't bother me too much. But I just love how thick and nourishing this is on the skin. And then this one by e.l.f. I thought was worth mentioning. I think it's a little too light for my dry skin right now, but if you have oily skin, a great option from the drugstore. This is, I don't think I have any left. No, I don't. A gel moisturizer. It leaves the skin a little tacky initially, but what I like about it is it's a squalane-based gel moisturizer. So you're getting that occlusive moisturizer in here, but it's still lightweight on the skin. Craved a little bit more moisture from this, but I like this in the summer. Super light, and it's fragrance-free. Great option from the drugstore. This is definitely on the top of my list. And then we have the Verse moisturizer. You guys know I love this moisturizer. And then we have this moisturizer by Purito. This is the Deep Sea Pure Water Cream. This is a beautiful, heavy moisturizer. There's no essential oils in here. It's 60% deep sea water and 2% niacinamide. There's hyaluronic acid, panthenol. Beautiful ingredients, just deep hydration from this moisturizer. It's beautiful. I love this. If you're looking for a new K-Beauty moisturizer to try out, I think this is such a nice one. Beautiful, thick consistency to this, but it absorbs quickly into the skin. You guys probably can hear a pattern. I don't like a moisturizer that sits on top of the skin. I like them to be heavy and rich, but I don't want them to be, I don't want to feel like there's a film on my skin. And this is super thick and nourishing, but still absorbs quickly into the skin. This is great. The Alpha Skincare Enhanced Renewal Cream. A 12% glycolic acid concentration is in this cream. I feel like this is such a unique moisturizer because of the fact that it has that high AHA concentration. So you can skip your chemical exfoliants and your serum steps because you're getting it in your moisturizer. This does the job. You get an instant tingle, and I always wake up with really glowing skin with this. This is such a cool, different moisturizer. I wish I saw glycolic acid in more moisturizers. I feel like it would all save us some money. We would have to spend so much money on these AHA serums, but such a great underrated moisturizer from Ulta. I love this stuff. And then we have the Verse moisturizer. You guys know I love this moisturizer. This is the Skin Soak Rich Moisture Cream. This has algae extracts in here, also squalene. Beautiful consistency, almost similar to the Drunk Elephant Protini Cream, but maybe a little bit richer, a little bit thicker, maybe even slightly more hydrating than the Protini. Beautiful option from the drugstore as well. And then last but not least, I do not have this moisturizer in front of me, but by Youth to the People, their Adaptogen Moisture Cream. Is that my favorite from Sephora? Yeah, I think I do like it a little bit more than the Milk, but that moisturizer is beautiful. It leaves such a dewiness to the skin, this beautiful sheen, and it feels so buttery, and there's just something about that moisturizer. I love it so much. That's probably my #1 moisturizer from the year. Love that stuff. And yeah, that concludes my moisturizer. And then let's get into vitamin C's. I really only used one consistently throughout the year. I do want to mention an honorable favorite, but the Timeless 20% vitamin C serum is amazing. So you have your 20% full high concentration of vitamin C, your pure L-ascorbic acid, great packaging. I love that it feels like a lightweight oil on the skin. It feels so moisturizing, but it's not heavy. Works well with other serums, other foundation. Beautiful formula. I can't say enough great things. But the honorable mention, it's in the trash now. It was an empty, so I don't have the bottle anymore, but the Tarte Youth or Dare serum. Wow, that is a beautiful vitamin C. And the cool thing about that, well, first of all, the packaging is amazing, but I was gonna say the cool thing about that formula, you have glycolic in there, so you're getting the chemical exfoliation from it, but you're also getting the vitamin C. So you're getting a 2-for-1 with that serum. Great exfoliating action. I always felt like I got nice brightening from that serum, and I could wear it during the day. Just make sure if you're applying an AHA during the day, you apply a ton of SPF. Make sure you're fully protected from the skin because your skin can be extra sensitive. But I just wanted to mention that is a great formula as well. But yeah, can't go wrong with the timeless #1 vitamin C right here. So that concludes the moisturizers. Let's talk about sunscreens last, and then we'll talk about my big fails for the year. So an all over body sunscreen that I loved was this one by Sol de Janeiro. This is their Boom Boom Sol Oil. This is an SPF of 30. It has that traditional, I don't know, the standard Boom Boom cream scent, that beautiful tropical coconutty smell that we all, well, I love it. I don't know if everybody loves it, but I love that coconut smell. Just beautiful. Love the smell so much. It almost has a nutty smell to it as well, but I love this for an all over body SPF because it gives a glow to the skin and it really does the job. I use that all summer on my arms and legs and didn't get any burn whatsoever. And you get that nourishing oil-like feel. It feels really slippery on the skin, but it's not super greasy. Great option for all over the body. And then getting into my favorite face sunscreens, this one by Biossance is the Squalene and Zinc Sheer Mineral Sunscreen. Leaves such a pretty dew to the skin. You get an initial white cast, but it does dissipate and it just leaves a nice sheen to the skin. It honestly feels like you're just using a nice moisturizer. And I can skip a moisturizer when I'm using this, which I feel like is very important for a sunscreen. If you're using too much moisturizer, you could be essentially diluting your SPF protection. So I like a moisturizer and an SPF in one. So this is a great option. Great protection from this. I love this. It sits well underneath makeup. Another one that I love on its own or even underneath makeup as well is this one by Drmtlgy Tinted Moisturizer SPF Universal Tint. This gives the prettiest glow to the skin without shimmer. It just gives such like this dewy radiance. It's beautiful. I love the tint that it gives. It has almost like a peachy tint to it. It leaves a little bit of a glow, but it feels so elegant on the skin. It doesn't feel like thick and heavy. It does not feel like an SPF, which is why I feel like this is so popular. It feels like this whipped, beautiful lotion on the skin that wears so well throughout the day. I just love this stuff. Again, I have a 20% off with Drmtlgy, Lauren20, so you can get this at discount if you want to try it out. Great price as well. I think it's 20-something dollars. Beautiful SPF. Love Drmtlgy's SPF. And then we have this one by Volition. This is the Prismatic Luminizing Shield. This is an SPF of 50. Now, when we talk, oh man, I don't have any left to show you. When we talk about, darn it, I really wanted to show you this beautiful sheen that this gives. When we talk about a luminizing, glowy SPF, this is it right here. It's glowy, but it's not too shimmery. It just gives such a beautiful, healthy look to the skin. Love this, and I love the lightweight consistency. That is a great one. And then I also love this one by Claire's. This is the Soft Airy UV Essence. Even just the name, like you're like, oh my gosh, yes, I want that in my life. And it's just a beautiful formula. It's almost like a gel to creamy formula. Really lightweight, it absorbs quickly into the skin. You almost really want to question the SPF value to this, but I've never gotten any burning or anything from this, but it feels that elegant on the skin. It just feels almost too good to be true. But it's an SPF of 50 and it has 4 pluses after the PA, so you know you're getting your full UVA protection. Great sunscreen. I love this. So guys, I don't know how this happened, but I almost forgot to include one of my most favorite SPFs, the Josie Maran Argan Daily Moisturizer in an SPF of 47. I love both versions, but I think the tinted is my favorite. I just love the peachy glow it gives to the skin. There it is swatched. And then I'll show you my other hand. This is how it looks rubbed in. Oh, it's kind of a shadow, but you can see that glow it gives. It looks so pretty on the skin. A slight sheen. It blurs out your imperfections too. So I love that on its own. And then the original version is a white shade. There's an initial white cast, but it does go away, and underneath makeup, it's completely invisible, and it wears so well underneath foundation. That's why I love this one. It really keeps the skin hydrated all day, and it just wears so nicely, and I like the consistency of it. It's thin, but it has almost like an oily consistency. Really pretty, and yeah, I just love the formula. I can't believe I almost forgot these. Oh wait, we have two more. These are kind of two random categories. I wanted to talk about my favorite mist and my favorite mask. My favorite mask of the year, this carries along from last year, but the TLC Baby Facial Mask by Drunk Elephant is still my favorite. I love that this has AHA in here. There's also BHA, so you're getting intense chemical exfoliation. Really strong tingle from this. It definitely takes a little bit to work your skin up to it, but once you do, it's so worth it. That tingle is so satisfying, and you just are left with the most glowing skin. Love this mask. It leaves your skin so soft. Oh my gosh, I love that stuff. And then the Youth to the People Adaptogen Soothe and Hydrate Activated Mist. Favorite facial mist, hands down. Beautiful texture to this. It doesn't leave your skin tacky, which is what I always look for in a refreshing mist. You could apply it under makeup, over makeup. Feels so great. Oh my gosh, it's so hydrating. No film whatsoever. It just leaves your skin feeling hydrated. It's a burst of moisture for your skin. Love it. I think we're done here, guys. Oh my gosh, that was, whew, I gotta catch my breath here. But we got through all the good skincare. Let me know down below what were your favorites for the year. I'd love to know, especially any new SPF formulas that you're loving. I'm always intrigued. Moisturizers, you know, are always my thing too. I don't know, I love all things skincare. But all right, so good things aside, let's talk about the 3 top fails that I had for the year. Like I said in the beginning, I will include the link for my skincare fails. You guys will see me go through my whole bin of skincare fails throughout the year. That was a fun video to film, but I just felt like these were the biggest skincare fails for me throughout the year because I had so much hope for them. So the first big major fail for me is by Drunk Elephant. This is the Balm Electrolyte Water Facial. I was so bummed by this. This sounded amazing. Like, yeah, who doesn't want a burst of hydration to the skin? A water facial, yes, like, oh, that sounds amazing. And it was so disappointing because it really does feel so hydrating initially. You get this cooling, like, burst of moisture, but the next morning when I woke up, my skin felt drier and tighter. I have no idea why, but even with packing a moisturizer on top of this, my skin felt extra dry. I don't get it, but this was a major fail. Drunk Elephant, there's very few products that have failed for me by them, but this was a big bummer. So this was a big skincare fail for the year for me. Another major miss was by Biossance. This is their squalane and lactic acid. So the first issue I have, this has lavender oil in here. Why do we need essential oils in an exfoliant product? Like, no, I don't want any extra potential for irritation. I'm already putting a chemical exfoliant on my skin. Like, no. And I got these pink patches on my skin. And whether that was to do with the exfoliant or the essential oil, I'll probably never know. But I got irritation from this. I didn't get any extra brightening. My skin did feel soft. I do feel like the exfoliant in here works. It exfoliates the skin, but it felt too harsh. I hate that there's an essential oil in here. And yeah, this was a big bummer because Biossance is one of my most favorite skincare brands, as you all know. So yeah, big fail for the year here. And then last but not least, this wasn't too much of a bummer because it was pretty cheap, but by the Inkey List, this is their Snow Mushroom Moisturizer. I picked this up on a whim because I thought it was going to be similar to the Youth to the People Adaptogen Moisturizer, which that moisturizer also has snow mushroom extract. So I'm like, cool, if I could find a cheaper option, that'd be great. But this was so lightweight on the skin. It feels tacky. It feels drying on the skin. This did nothing. I woke up the next morning thinking, I'm like, I literally laid in bed. I'm like, did I put moisturizer on? Oh my gosh, I think I forgot moisturizer. But nope, I put it on. It was just way too lightweight and way too thin. I don't know, it almost feels like a serum in a way too, just not occlusive enough for my dry skin. The Inkey List is kind of like Pixie for me. Like, there's a lot of star products, but there's also a lot of big fails from them as well. I really like their polyglutamic acid. I think I'll link that one down below in my serum section. That is a great moisturizing serum. It leaves your skin velvety smooth. If you want extra hydration, that is an amazing serum. But yeah, this Snow Mushroom Moisturizer, I'm like, what even, how can you even call this a moisturizer. This did nothing for my skin. So yeah, big fail for me with this. Yeah. I just was really bummed by that. But alright, that concludes my best skincare of the year for 2020. This was so fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know your top favorites down below. I would love to know, again, your favorite SPFs, your favorite moisturizers, your cleansers, your favorite serum. It would even be fun if everybody included their best of the best from each category. Like, tell me your favorite cleanser, your favorite serum, moisturizer, and SPF, and then we could all just share the skincare love down below. Also, too, let me know if there was any big major disappointments for you. I feel like those are always fun to know as well. But just most of all, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being here this year. You guys are the best. I always say this, but I feel like I have the sweetest, most kindest subscribers out there. So thank you for being you. You guys are the best. Have a great year. 2020 is officially over. I feel like we can all breathe a sigh of relief now. Have a great holiday. Have a great new year. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one.